Harley, victory Monday. And before we get into this game, because we have so much to talk about, we are brought to you by Bet Online. Harley, let me just go ahead and do this whole thing by myself. All the major sports are in action this week with the college football playoffs ready to kick off. Bet Online is your number one destination for all your sports wagering info, including news for pro football, the NBA, upcoming fights, and NHL games this season. Head to the website today to get into the action and see all the updated odds for the week. Remember to use promo code BLEAV to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet Online, where the game starts. Harley, the game yesterday, I mean, we got to see it together. Shout out to everyone who joined us on my live stream yesterday. It was the first time we had Harley all season. It was one of our best streams all year, but it went down to the very end. The Houston Texans with old man Case Keenum, with no Tank Dell, no Will Anderson Jr., no Nico Collins. I could go on and on. Defeat the Tennessee Titans 19-16. We advance to 8-6, and there is a three-way tie for first place in the AFC South. Harley, how are you doing, brother? Oh, 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 snap!
All right. All right. Come on now. Come on now.
Why you got them shades on?
Let's serve it up now. Let's serve it up now.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, brother? How are you feeling knowing that the Tennessee Titans tried to disrespect you by wearing that Oilers uniform?
First of all, I was doubted.
Ooh.
People said I was wrong.
What?
People said I was dumb.
What?
People said to blame DeMeco and Slowick.
What?
This team ain't nothing without CJ.
What?
CJ's an MVP candidate.
What?
They're absolutely right about that.
What?
But
what?
The Houston Texans, 8-6, DeMeco Ryans showed up and showed out.
What?
Case Keenum, old man.
What?
Tennessee, Nashville, Houston Oilers.
What?
Don't matter. Baby Blues.
What?
It's all about steel blue now.
What?
Get those damn jerseys and put them in the trunk.
What?
Shout out to Andre Ware. Shout out to Mark Vandermeer. Shout out to Paul Gallant. Shout out to everybody. We were just all hungry for this win.
Yes, sir.
And damn it, everybody wants to. Harley, you don't know nothing.
What?
Harley, you don't know this. Harley, you don't know that.
What?
Keep doubting, boys.
What?
8-6 rookie head coach.
What?
Ain't nobody play.
What?
You just said it, CJ Stroud.
What?
No Will Anderson.
What?
No Tavier Thomas.
What?
No George Fant.
What?
We got no run game.
What?
We ain't got no defense.
What?
They let these random ass quarterbacks
What?
just throw whatever they want on us.
What?
No,
What?
The Houston Texans came out and played.
Who?
Dalton Schultz is a grown man.
Who?
John Mechie fell on his ass. Pause. That was a vibe killer. John Mechie killed the vibes.
That was funny.
John Mechie killed the vibes. Let's be real. But overall, we had Mike Vrabel come in.
Yes, sir.
And absolutely disrespect you.
He did.
That was extremely disrespectful.
Horrible.
Moving on to 8-6, fantastic win by this team. Like I said last week, what does DeMeco do best? Get bounce back wins. He's done it every single time. When you needed a bounce back win, this team has answered the bell continuously. Let's get back to Mike Vrabel real quick. They want to wear the jerseys, whatever. I was over it.
Yep.
They want to put the love you blue on the back. Okay. Hurry a little.
All right, have it.
All right. They got some of the former players. Okay. Nah, man. You gonna come out wearing the cowboy hat? The same cowboy hat that Bum Phillips donned here in the city of Houston. What that representation is for the city of Houston is like no other. Bum Phillips is no longer here. All right. So the heartbeat of the 80s, of the 70s, 80s was Bum Phillips for the Houston Oilers. And you want to come on out with a cowboy hat? I said it on my reaction video. I said it on the prediction video. I don't want those jerseys back. I don't need them back. One or two things.
Go ahead.
One, the Oilers players, they say, oh, well, the Houston Texans, Robert Brazil, Dr. Doom, by the way, House of Pain. This man came out and said that, oh, well, I was born an Oiler and I will die a Titan. And I understand. They want to suck off this organization as much as they want. Go ahead. I have no problem. But for guys that played football in the 80s, these big old brutes, these big old tough guys, these Houston Oilers, hell, Earl Campbell struck fear into opponents' eyes. Robert Brazil's nickname was Dr. Doom for a reason. All right? Hey, man, if y'all don't want to be there in Tennessee, then why don't y'all speak up? Hey, why don't y'all nut up for once? Huh? Why don't y'all drop y'all's nuts out? Come on now. Let them hang for a little. Come on now. If the Houston Oilers players are upset that they are in Tennessee, then why not say something and try to do your best to bring them to Houston? If you don't like it, then why continue to support? That's just my opinion on that. I mean, come on now.
What was number 2? Was that it?
Number 2.
Go ahead.
Was fuck them. That's why. Ain't talking about that steel blue. Hold that fucking L. How about that? Hold that L for me. 1916. You let that cobweb, dusty ass old man come into your trap, take your trap in your house. Come on, man. Case Keenum, of all people. Case freaking Keenum, 3rd Ward, U of H. Whose house?
Whose house?
Come on, man. You let that old man go in there and just dominate you in the second half. Come on, man. That's hilarious as hell. Thank you, NFL. Hell of a script. Hell of a script, boys.
I 100% agree with you. Let's go all the way back to when this decision was first made. It was made early in the offseason. There's a reason why Tennessee chose the Houston Texans. They thought we were going to be bad. It's like when a high school team chooses its homecoming game. I'm going to choose the guy who I know I'm going to beat. They want to embarrass you wearing the throwback uniforms, seeing the horrible Bum Phillips impersonation, RIP, by Mike Vrabel, just disgusting. I think yesterday's game, the way you won it, without CJ, without Tank, without Will, it made me love the deep steel blue, the Liberty white, the battle red even more. I am done with that Oiler uniform. They could go ahead and have it. Dude, this is, I said it, the biggest win of the season for the Houston Texans, because everyone was saying, DeMeco Ryans, what are you going to do without your franchise rookie quarterback and the guy who you drafted behind him, Will Anderson Jr., and he grinds out a win, a dominant effort by the defense. This score doesn't tell you how the game really went. It was a pick 6, and the Will Levis 1-yard touchdown came off of that offside where he just threw up a prayer. This was a dominant effort by this Houston Texans defense. Shout out my head coach.
Big shout out for everyone that doubted him. For everybody that was implying that they didn't like what he was doing and he lets all these randoms get 300-plus passing yards. Come on, man. Keep doubting. You doubting a rookie head coach that is 8-6, by the way. We are 2 games above 500. There is no way you should be in this situation right now. You had, 7 wins in the past 2 years.
Combined.
This is a bottom 5 run defense that is now a top 10 run defense. To prove that to you, Mr. Derrick Henry, come on down.
Oh
Can
my
anyone
God.
find Derrick Henry? Can someone find Derrick Henry?
Let me give you his stats.
I could count him on my finger.
All right. Now, before the game got going, there was a picture on the screen. The last 5 games, Derrick Henry has rushed 1,000 yards against the Houston Texans. Absolutely insane and embarrassment. You know what the Houston Texans did to Derrick Henry yesterday, Harley?
Enlighten
9
me.
yards for point 0.6 yards a carry. Derrick Henry, we ended his experience in Tennessee. Post game, he was doubting his future. I might not be here next year. We broke Derrick Henry. We broke the Tennessee Titans. We eliminated them from playoff contention. We showed that Mayo Eden boy is not him. This was a dominant effort by this Houston Texans team.
We had Titans fans saying they're going to run the table.
Uh-oh.
We had Titans fans saying, Will Levis, you're already better than they are. CJ Stroud, you're next. Gave me the Goldberg. Of course, that wasn't Goldberg. That was Gilbert. Come on, man. Shout out to the fake Goldberg from WWE back in the day. If anybody remembers old Gilbert. It was ridiculous, man. Like the conversations, the Titans fans were hyped, man. They were so high for this game. They thinking, oh, we ain't got to play CJ Stroud. Oh, their defense is all down. And now the excuse is, oh, well, our offensive line ain't that good. Hell, my offensive line been hurt almost the whole damn year.
It's been that way since week 1.
There ain't no excuses. We had the same amount of injuries they did. How about shout out Christian Harris? Shout out to the Harris County. Locking up Derrick Henry. Ain't no yardage back here, man. Christian Harris set that man down. All right, he said, I ain't going to be no Josh Norman. You going to be my Josh Norman. Derrick Henry this, Derrick Henry that, King Henry this, King Henry that. Man, they talked about Will Levis this, Will Levis that. Fraudulent activity that happened in the Miami Dolphins game. That's just lightning in a bottle. 14 points in under 3 minutes. Come on, man. They absolutely dog shit. The Houston Texans would have whooped their ass with CJ Stroud yesterday.
Would have been a blowout.
They would have whooped their ass with CJ Stroud yesterday. I can't believe they let that old man who hadn't played a football game in 2 years and let him in the second half just dominate with Devin Singletary. Shout out to Devin Singletary getting all them damn carries. I don't need to see Damian Pierce no more.
Gone.
I don't need to see DP no more.
Bye.
1 carry, that's 1 too many in my opinion. I mean, let's get it straight. 1 too many. Singletary is that dude, bro. He's an AFC Offensive Player of the Week when he was getting the bulk of the carries. Let that man continue to eat, bro.
Izzy26 blessed. Thank you for the $4.99. Jaguars are trash. I told you, go Texans. Jaguars on a 3-game losing streak. Guys, I'm not sure if we have mentioned this yet, but we are now tied for first place, but it is a 3-way tie between the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Indianapolis Colts, and ourselves. Trevor Lawrence will be in concussion protocol. They are already without Christian Kirk. The Indianapolis Colts, Michael Pittman, will also be in protocol for that just crazy-ass hit that he suffered. And then Zach Moss, too. We don't know if he's going to play. So things are kind of, working in the Houston Texans' favor, but this was a must-win, man. And Tennessee Titans fans, they were talking their trash, saying, oh, Will Levis broke a record. The first rookie on Monday Night Football to throw for 300 yards. I counter that with CJ6 broken records he's already done, man. It was just a fraudulent team. And, we said it ourselves. We thought the Houston Texans were going to win this game. The only reason why we were worried is because we didn't know who was going to be the starting quarterback. Well, we did think we knew it. The decision, Harley, by our head coach to not start Davis Mills, but start Case Keenum, and sticking with Case Keenum when it looked like the offense had no rhythm and it was 13-3 at halftime.
Big balls. Really big balls. Just big balls, bro. You know, kicking and screaming that scene with Robert Duvall and Will Ferrell. And Will Ferrell sells pills. He's got little balls. And Robert Duvall, he has a sports equipment, kind of like a Dick's Sporting Goods, Academy Sporting Goods, and he sells big balls. That's DeMeco Ryans. He's got big balls, man. He let Case Keenum go out there. We saw how dookie that man looked. That man threw a pick six. And we were like, when does Davis Mills come in the game?
We asked it, dude.
DeMeco said, nah, don't you doubt me. You roll with me this far. I'm going to stay on the train, man. I'm going to stay on it. I got a ticket. I might as well see the end of the movie, right?
Dude.
Let me see what it is. And DeMeco wanted to see the end of that movie. And DeMeco said, you know what? I'm going to keep it. I'm going to ride with Case. And what did he say in that post-game speech? Shout out to Case Keenum. I respect Case Keenum. And damn it, great decision by my coach. Hell, I ain't going to lie. I thought younger quarterback, you know, Davis Mills, younger, can do the rollouts a little better. Like, you know, I'm just thinking, hey, it made sense to me that Davis Mills being a younger guy, Case Keenum hadn't played a football game in over 2 years. Hey, prove me wrong, Miko. Prove me wrong. I ain't got no problem being wrong, because being wrong means we are absolutely feeling great this Monday, talking about a victory, talking about Case Keenum. I'm sorry, the second half, man, it was different.
Adjustments.
Lots of adjustments. And then obviously the biggest play of the game that saved your season. That is not an exaggeration whatsoever. Dalton Schultz with the man catch.
Grown man.
Just absolutely sunned that cornerback. Said, give me that damn ball. And hey, man, just big balls from DeMeco Ryans, man. He's got big balls.
So Devin Singletary, let's go back to him. 26 rushes, 121 yards, 4.7 on the ground through the air. 4 catches, 49 yards. However, one of them was for 41. The scramble where he adjusted, made himself available. Great job by him and great job by Case Keenum, you know, keeping the play alive and finding Devin Singletary. And he almost won you the game in overtime. Now, what I'm going to show you is our reaction to the Devin Singletary run and then realizing it was a flag. Hey, give us 1 second.
Oh, man. This was a rough one, boys. This one was a rough one. I thought it was a touchdown, man. I didn't even look at the TV. You know, and then we look back and it's DeMeco's no expression. I'm like, what's going on? What the hell? And then we were all like, what happened? There's no touchdown. And there's, of course, a flag for holding by, I believe it was John Mechie, by the way. John Mechie falling on his ass, bro. Just fell straight on his ass. Do you get the video up or what?
No, that's gonna be posted tomorrow, dude. But I mean,
it is, man.
I thought it was game.
I thought so too. We were hyped.
Just goes to show you, man, that it was it was a crazy game, dude. Like, and it's what we've been asking for all these past couple of weeks from Bobby Slowick. Make Devin Singletary the focal point of your offense, and he did exactly that. And your comment, 1 carry for Dameon Pierce was one too many. That was absolutely hilarious, but I agree. I no longer want to see Dameon Pierce, and it's sad to say because I put money on him to have a Pro Bowl year, and Now we are starting your backup. Well, now starting running back Devin Singletary. Shout out for Crenshaw for having this prediction all the way back, telling us that Devin Singletary was going to be the leading rusher for the Houston Texans. And I have a crazy stat for you, Harley.
Go for it. Go for it.
So Devin Singletary, his first couple of years with the Buffalo Bills, I think it was a total of 4. Only 3 100-yard games. You know how many he has this year, his first year with the Houston Texans? 3. Devin Singletary is having the best season of his career, and we are not done yet. And Harley, your boy Noah Brown stepped up to the stage, rose to the occasion, had a wide receiver 1 type of day.
Hey man, 8 catches, I believe 84 yards, tutty. Got the game time touchdown behind Case Keenum. Hey man, he went for 7-11 being 24/7 open to foreclosure to he's open from 9 to 6,
Yeah.
He's open from 9 to 6, And hey, shout out to him. Maybe it's just the weather. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna give him excuses. He's playing less. I don't know, man. The corners weren't as good compared to the Jets for him. It is what it is. I'm happy with his performance. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, there was a lot of slander. I mean, well deserved. When 4 hits you in the face last week, you don't come down with 1, but
deserves that slander.
11 targets, 8 catches, a tutty to tie the game. Just big moments. Shout out to him. This defensive line, Harley, 7 sacks. His best performance all year. This is without Will Anderson Jr. Let me read you the sack totals. It's going to get crazy. Bear with me. The list is long. Desmond King, 1 sack. Jonathan Grenard, 2.5. Malik Collins, 1.5. Khalil Davis, 1. Derek Barnett, 1. 7 sacks on the day for this swarming Houston Texans D-line. Harley, what were your thoughts on the D-line's performance yesterday?
More. Give me more. Feed me. Do the old right back. Feed me more. Like the whole chant, everything, and then get into the Daniel Bryan yes chant for every time they're throwing up a sack. Hey, man, it was absolutely electric. All right. I didn't expect that kind of performance. Sure, did I expect some pressure? Yes, the Titans, have a horrible offensive line. We all know this. And it begged you the question after the game. Damn, if Will Anderson was healthy, how many sacks would have gotten? Or how many more sacks could have someone else gotten because of the attention that Will Anderson draws? But hey, shout out Jonathan Grenard, man. His that APY is starting to go higher and higher and higher, like 12.5 sacks for the season. Did we shortchange him? So we said 13.
Yep, we did.
A few weeks ago, we're like, hey, maybe Grenard could get 13. Now it's like, man, I know we only got 3 games left, but what if he reaches 15?
That's now 4 sacks in 2 games. 4.5 sacks in 2 games.
I mean, it's possible. It's absolutely possible, especially considering that you got to play the Titans one more time. And believe me, they don't want to see this defensive line again. The big one for me though is Malik Collins had a hell of a game. Sheldon Rankins, solid game from him. But Derek Barnett, bro.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Houston Texans, Derek Barnett. Thank you very much. Welcome, buddy. Thank you, Nick Casario. What is up with these little? I'll just pick up this guy right here.
Desmond King.
And you know what? I'll pick up this guy too, Derek Barnett. And the news today. Okay, Tarkwiski Tart.
I think it's Tier Tart, something like that.
I'm the first name, or I couldn't really pronounce it. So, but he was a former Titan for the defensive line. Solid, really solid. And throw him in the mix with DeMeco Ryans and the crew. Hey, I'm ecstatic about what he can do to manufacture more pressure for this damn team. Again, bro, like this bottom 5 rushing defense last year. and we are a top 10, top 5 rushing defense this year. Like, that is crazy. The turnaround that DeMeco Ryans has had with the lack of talent. Let's be real. The
Mm-hmm.
defensive side of the ball, there's still a lot of lack of talent there. Like, this is not at all the finished product. We know that. And we did it without Blake Cashman. We did it without Will Anderson, Tavierre Thomas, even though Tavierre Thomas might not really have a job too much because of Desmond King's performance lately.
Dude.
But, I mean, regardless, like, no Jimmy Ward. I mean, you lost him pretty quick in the game. I mean, come on, man. Houston Texans, DeMeco Ryans showed up and showed out, man. This is a big game for them. Huge game. Must-win game. Check it off the mark. 8-6. The playoffs are in your hands. You control your fate for now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait, man. I'm so excited.
You know, one of my favorite moments about yesterday's game, Big Sarge, shout out to Big Sarge. He posted a video that he took after, and it's owners Cal and Hannah McNair with their families. They're running out their tunnel. You see Hannah jumping up and down. She's smiling. She looks at Big Sarge. She throws up the H, and that right there made me just, you know, it made me happy, man, because you could tell the owners wanted this game. And you could tell the city of Houston really wanted this game as well. And for them to pull it off and kind of embarrass the Tennessee Titans, like everyone was expecting an offensive masterclass from Will Levis. Everyone was expecting Derrick Henry to go back to King Henry. Absolutely not. The Houston Texans won all 3 phases of the football game. Kaimi Fairbairn, welcome back. A 53-yarder and then a 54-yarder to win the game, bro. It feels so good having a kicker you can trust. Just a fantastic outing, a gritty win, a gutty and ugly win, but a win nonetheless.
Hey, man, 1916. I predicted 1917 on the
Second best
predictions
run
video.
defense in the league.
Yeah, I mean, there it is right there. I mean, come on now. I mean, shout out to DeMeco and his staff, Jacques Cesar, the defensive lines coach, Dino Vasso, all of them boys in there. I'm forgetting the other defensive backs coach, but that's besides the point. Yeah, man. I mean, this is great. This is absolutely Khalil Davis. Damn, I forgot about. How can I forget Khalil Davis?
Hasn't stopped playing football.
I mean, Khalil Davis is just turning out to be one of your best signings coming out in preseason. I mean, it's pretty tragic that he didn't start from the get-go, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's pretty upsetting because this man just comes in and he has absolutely gotten results when he's on the field, whether it's pressure, whether it's sacks, whether it's, handing up a double team for someone to get going. Like, Khalil Davis does the dirty work and gets results at the same time. Yeah, I'm happy to see what he's been cooking for this Houston Texans D-line. But yeah, man, like you said, Kaimi Fairbairn, 4 field goals. I had the prediction, like, I mean, did? It's crazy, man. That's pretty crazy to have it just almost. I was off by 1 point on the final score. I said Fairbairn was going to get the MVP of the game. He gets the game ball. New nickname for Kaimi Fairbairn. Who knew? They call him Emi.
Emi.
I'm down with Emi. I'm down with it. Let's get Emi with it. Kaimi Fairbairn, absolutely fantastic to have him back. Matt Amendola, sayonara, bud. Sayonara. You can get that crisp. He has that crisp. He got a crisp cut, man. I ain't gonna lie. Matt Amendola's line is crisp, bro. Absolutely crisp. But if only his field goals were as crisp as his hairline. Sayonara, Matt Amendola. Thank you, Kaimi Fairbairn. You are back as the kicker for my Houston Texans. And oh man, extension talks. Eesh.
You're gonna have to, I mean, bro, he's a top 10 he's in top 10 all-time field goal percentage, and this dude still has a long way to go in the NFL. Can imagine where Kaimi Fairbairn ends up at the end of his career when he knows he has CJ Stroud just making it easy for him. Isaac, you are blocked. I no longer want to see you comment on here. DeMeco hairline is better. And I put out an APB on DeAndre Hopkins. Because where was he yesterday? He was
Man.
shut down by Derek Stingley. He was shut down by Steven Nelson. Steven Nelson, INT,
Mm.
guarding DeAndre Hopkins. And then that prayer in overtime, their last opportunity, who was covering D-Hop? It was Steven Nelson. Shout out to Steven Nelson. Dono hates him for some reason. But
I don't know, man.
nonetheless, bro, this secondary really tightened up. Jimmy Ward again, man. Just leaving the game, dude. He needs to stay healthy. You need him that. These linebackers, though, Harley, I mean, probably the best game all year. Like
Yeah.
I saw no fear in Christian Harris and Denzel Perriman. I saw Christian Harris just straight up hit Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had some words, and Christian Harris just stood his ground. Dominic, as soon as you bring that up, these linebackers, this is the DeMeco Ryans effect we've been waiting for, and I'm so excited that it is happening with 3 games left in the season while we're doing our playoff push.
Let's be real. Christian Harris has been doing his thing for the past few weeks now. Like, regardless, we can overlook that Jets game and say, look at it as a sight sore. But overall, Christian Harris, the last few weeks, man, he has been absolutely fantastic. Shout out to Harris County, locking up, strapping up, Derrick Henry doing absolutely nothing on the ground. And shout out to Denzel Perryman, man. This was his kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a guy that is elite at run stopping. Like, he is a run stopping linebacker. He's not good in coverage, and that's not what you needed him for this Sunday. You needed him to stop Derrick Henry. It was a joint effort, but overall, man, Christian Harris was glue. I mean, he was stuck to Derrick Henry like glue. Wherever Derrick Henry was, Christian Harris was a magnet to him. It was absolutely fun to see. You know, and same thing with DeAndre Hopkins, APB, milk cartons. Like, I'm trying. He is missing. I am looking out for the safety of DeAndre Hopkins. He is missing, everyone. Somebody call 1-800-Derek Stingley immediately, because that is the only man that knows about his whereabouts. That is the only man that knows where he is at the moment. 2 catches, 21 yards, absolutely disgraceful performance from DeAndre Hopkins, a guy that said that he wanted to go to the Tennessee Titans so they can compete. He saw them as a playoff team. No, you didn't. You had nowhere else to go. And just say it. You had nowhere else to go, and you saw the Tennessee Titans. They were better than whatever the Patriots were going to offer you, because the Patriots are absolute doo-doo. And everyone realized, Titans fans included, that the Houston Texans own the Tennessee Titans. And they're going to be owning them for the rest of this future. That's what they're realizing. They finally realized that, oh, we only got 5 wins on the season. Huh? We're pretty bad. And then it was like, oh, okay, yeah, we suck, guys. Well, none of y'all were saying that before the game.
Nope.
People told me DeAndre Hopkins going to feast.
Yep.
Oh, Stingley might be good, but Hopkins is going to get his.
This was the game for Will Levis.
Where's he at?
Stingley almost dropped a pick.
Oh, man.
Shout out to my guy from Virginia, but almost dropped the pick, did Derek Stingley.
Man, absolutely, bro. That was the exact same play design from the Denver Broncos. You saw Jalen Petrie do the bite action where he fakes hard in.
And he sells that so good, bro.
Yeah, he sells that good.
That
I don't know if he
good.
or not on that little play design. But Brian Baldinger said it was a play design from the Denver Broncos game. I mean, someone give him an Oscar, because damn it, he's doing amazing things with that shit. But damn, Derek Stingley, I mean, come on, man. Footsteps away from it. Like, I thought he had the pick. I was like, oh, Denver Broncos 2.0. Oh, Will Levis just got. I mean, and almost, because believe me, Derek Stingley gets that pick. I mean, I'm already talking some noise right now, but if Derek Stingley gets a pick right there, I am talking more noise. Oh, I cannot. I'm so happy, bro. I'm so happy about this win.
Top 5 cornerback.
What?
Top 5 cornerback.
Oh, he playing like one. He's playing like one, bro. Like, straight up, he is playing like a top 5 cornerback. He is playing like the cornerback you picked over the all-pro cornerback in his rookie year in Sauce Gardner.
He's balling, bro.
Absolutely.
Balling. And
right time of the season, like you said, man. This is the right time of the season. Christian Harris is getting a full season right now under DeMeco Ryans, and we're seeing it translate successfully. This is great timing for this Texans defense. And again, without the guys like this is just a great, fantastic win, man. It's great to have everybody in here excited.
Yeah, 76 people in the chat, man. We're going to keep it going because fuck it. I'm excited. I'm happy. Like today's stream, share it. That's how y'all help us the most. Once again, brought to you by Bet Online, Believe in Texans on Spotify. Let's talk playoffs.
Ooh, my favorite word.
Three-way tie for first place in the AFC South. Jacksonville, 8-6. However, currently on a 3-game losing streak, the Baltimore Ravens walked into Duval and just kicked their ass. Injuries are piling up for Jacksonville, and I don't know who they play this Sunday, but they might be without Trevor Lawrence. The Indianapolis Colts won again, dominated the Pittsburgh Steelers, 8-6. However, will be without potentially Michael Pittman Jr. and Zach Moss. The Texans are getting healthy. You might have CJ Stroud back. You might have Nico Collins back. I don't know about Will Anderson Jr., maybe the other Titans game. How we are getting healthier, and it feels like everything is falling in line for the Houston Texans. And shout out to Titan Rossi, my brother from the AFC South Roundtable. Hardly he was at the game.
Great. He got to get the firsthand experience of old man Case Keenum whooping his ass.
Rossi, how was it watching old man Case Keenum do his thing, right? I'm pretty sure you were confident at halftime, but then to see what transpired, I mean, just let me know your thoughts. You could keep the Oilers uniform, Rossi. We don't want it no more. You know, we already wiped our ass with it. I like
man. I don't want that shit.
the Liberty White, Battle Red, and Deep Still Blue. And I cannot wait for what the heck, whatever the hell they put out next year. That is going to be absolutely insane. But Harley, I think the Houston Texans are in a good position to take the AFC South. I really do. And if you win this game against the Cleveland Browns, they continue to win football games. You're going to be going against Joe Flacco. NRG needs to be rocking. I will be in attendance. I will be at the game. You will see me having this Jolly Roger one-piece flag in the stadium. That's how you will know where I am. Biggest game on Sunday, one of the biggest, right? Because we say that almost every other year. But if you win this game, I have a good chance, bro. I feel like there was a good chance they might win out.
This is a big game coming in, and I know we continue to say that week after week after week, but let's be real. The Houston Texans are gaining so much experience this year. Mm-hmm. They're babies. They're rookies. They're nothing. Like, so, I mean, they shouldn't have these. What?
What'd you say?
They're nothing.
Oh, okay.
Bro, you come on, man. Come on now.
That's me.
That's boy. Me. Pause, bro.
Pause. That's me. That's my fault.
Pause, bro. Nah, bro. Like, they weren't supposed to do what they're doing right now. We were expecting 5 or 6 wins. You know, they got 8 wins, and it's the way they're winning. It's the way it's the way they are winning these games, and they're beating top teams. They've beaten the Bengals. They've beaten the Steelers at the time was considered a top team. You know, like they've beaten these teams consistently, and they've done it again when they need a bounce back win. They got it. And yes, these are all nail biters, but this is building that experience for you. This is building that, hey, none of these playoff games are going to be blowouts. You know, like these are going to be nail biters down to the last second. And like Dalton Schultz said in the post-game conference, like, you know, hey, do we want to win by a bigger margin? Absolutely. But hey, all this is continuing to add experience to this team and making them ready for whatever's going to happen in the playoffs. So if they do get there, the Cleveland Browns is the first step to get into. And hey, man, Cleveland Browns got an elite defense. But I think Myles Garrett's going to be up for this game. I think he's going to be absolutely up for this game. And the reason why I say that is because Laramie Tunsil had his way against Myles Garrett for the past few times. And Laramie Tunsil has also chatted about it on Twitter.
Yep, he has.
And Myles Garrett, he did respond a little bit. and that was last year whenever we did play them. I expect Myles Garrett to really be up for this game. And that's likewise the Laramie Tunsil. You know how it is, man. When you playing good competition, when you playing someone that
Two greats,
like you're gonna put your best out, and so that's gonna be a great matchup for Laramie Tunsil and Myles Garrett. It's gonna be fun to watch. The Browns defense is absolutely legit. They've had some Joe Flacco magic until up to last week almost. They did lose to the Rams 2 weeks ago, but Flacco had about, I think, 3 interceptions in that Bears game. Did not look that good, but the defense continues to dominate these teams, except, again, like 2 weeks ago against the Rams. CJ Stroud should be back for this game. He was already in the 3rd stage of the concussion protocol by, I believe, Friday. He should be, hopefully, he should be ready for this game. So, if you got CJ Stroud, obviously under center, I'm going to give our teams a chance to win against anybody because CJ Stroud, like we've said all year, playing like an MVP candidate. He's sliced and diced a Steelers defense that's really strong. He sliced and diced a Bengals defense that is really strong. Like he sliced and diced a really good Denver's Broncos secondary, and led us to a win that game as well. Maybe not one of his best games, but regardless, a dub. As long as CJ Stroud is healthy, I'm going to give us a chance. If he's not playing, whoa, it's going to get real grim for me entering that Browns game because they are significantly better than the Tennessee Titans.
100%. And Brockman, I don't like this comment right here. Ruben going to a game and not just a tailgate. I find that very disrespectful. You guys talk about merch. Well, I signed the deal with Houston Texans Collective, so check out their Houston Texan inspired merch. Hardy's gonna have a meeting with them pretty soon. I excited. Excited for that, man. But check them out. They're absolutely fire. Great quality as well. And we have a Derek Stingley shirt coming out and excited to see it. But nonetheless, man, Titan Rossi says getting that win was crucial against the Titans. Now getting Stroud back, y'all got a legit chance at the division. Thank you, Titans Rossi. I'm sorry that we had to eliminate you from playoff contention.
I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. The hell you sorry about?
Titan Rossi is a great guy,
I ain't
bro.
Sorry. I don't give a damn.
He likes to party.
I don't give a damn. He's a Tennessee Titan fan. You ain't a Texan fan. I ain't sorry about nothing.
Titans Rossi.
I ain't sorry about having that old man with the cobwebs. If it fall off the bone, is free kind of elbow. Go out there and beat your ass in Nashville wearing our jerseys. Yes, our jerseys. Come on, man. I ain't sorry about nothing, man.
Oh, I love it. I love it. We were already eliminated, big dog. Well, we made it official. We put the nail in the coffin.
Case Keenum,
bro. It's crazy that we've been seeing like movie storylines all year, and you have a veteran who was once a home H-Town legend at the University of Houston. Once again, the city on his back, freaking fight 15, 16 years later. And once again, delivers for the H, man. You love it, bro. It was so H-Town that Case Keenum won this game. When it was announced that Case Keenum was the starting QB, I had a little bit, I was excited. I was like, all right. This is someone who understands what the city is. You know what's crazy? My first football game that I ever went to, it was Case Keenum's first start. It was against the Indianapolis Colts. We all know how that went.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns before half. The 4 missed field goals by Fat Randy.
Randy Bullock, man.
Oh, shout out to Randy Bullock.
Let's not remember that, and let's live on the legacy.
Titans legend Randy Bullock was with them for a couple of years.
Oilers legend.
What is your confidence for this Houston Texans team with the last 3 games of the season coming up?
Man, so you're looking at Browns, Titans, Colts. Hey man, that's gonna be tough. Obviously, I don't really know a confidence level right now because I don't know if CJ is gonna be playing this coming week. I feel like he is. He should be trending upwards. Nico Collins for sure is gonna be playing. because John Harris did report like during the game, Nico Collins was actually doing routes before the Titans game and was doing stop routes, quick hitch routes, trying to see how the calf was working. They didn't want to throw Nico in there, so for his safety, they sat him out. So he should be going this coming week. But CJ is the biggest question mark. Nobody has an answer as of yet. I would be worried if he's not practicing like by Wednesday, Thursday, then I'd be worried. I'd be really worried. But to be optimistic, I am going to say that he is going to be playing for argument's sake, for question's sake. I'll say he's playing against the Browns and, of course, Titans, Colts. I think the Texans could win out.
Can you imagine if they do that, bro? Can you imagine if we really pull this off? Because, like Larry Stafford said in a Twitter space yesterday, once you're in the playoffs, anything could happen. Anything could happen. And, dude, we are there. We are fighting for a spot. What is going on? All
Vancouver.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
Shout out to you, Jonathan, man. We are going to come to an end on this fire episode of Believe in the Houston Texans. And also one more thing about that Houston Texans collection. The next 15 people that get a shirt here in Houston, it will be hand delivered by myself. We'll take a picture, talk some football, grab a beer if there's a bar next to us. Harley, do you have anything to say before we end today's stream?
Mike Vrabel is an absolute clown. The Tennessee Titans made themselves clowns yesterday. They thought they could wear our shit. They thought they could rep our shit. Amy Adams is an absolute pettiest owner in the NFL. She's absolute loser mentality. The Tennessee Titans suck, and they are in trouble. The rest of this AFC South is in trouble because regardless of the outcome this season for the Houston Texans, we all know that with CJ Stroud and DeMeco Ryans that the future is brightest when it comes to H-Town. The Jaguars are squandering. The Colts got to figure out whether or not Anthony Richardson's going to stay healthy for the rest of his career. Good job, Shane Steichen. But we all know at the end of the day, Gardner Minshew can turn into a pumpkin like that. And the Houston Texans will take care of business. They will get into the playoffs. Somehow, some way, they will get into these playoffs. And it's absolutely fun to be a Texan fan again. It is absolutely fun to watch relevant football, to be back in the realm of 32 teams. It is absolutely fun to talk trash again. I 1-12-1 as of last year around this time. Like, it is absolutely fun to be a Texans fan watching prominent football games, watching playoff indicative football games, and I cannot wait to whoop that ass for the foreseeable future because it's just all in the deck, right? It's all on the cards right now, man. We got it. I mean, CJ Stroud and DeMeco Ryans, you got your head coach and quarterback duo of the future. Make sure you follow the lead. I'm on the road to 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. We are at currently 4,991 subscribers. Woo! So I appreciate everybody that has liked, commented, subscribed. Make sure you're liking this video. If you missed the live stream of Believe in Texans, make sure to check us out on Spotify. Believe in Texans, BLEAV. Just type it into the search bar. You'll find us immediately with Ruben, myself. And that's it, man. That's all I got for y'all today.
Titans roster, we are definitely going to try to get him on the round table. You can find me at 713 Houston Sportcast on YouTube, at Twitter, 713 capital HOU Sports. Guys, thank you for being a part of today's episode. Once again, we are brought to you by Bet Online.